Okay, to edit your site, you're going to start by going to wix.com, then sign in. Now I use a password manager, so it'll automatically fill in the username or email and password, in this case, to sign in. And it immediately opens up to your dashboard. So from the dashboard, you're going to go to My Sites. And then you can go to Site Actions and Edit Site. And then you're going to see your website in a way where you'll be able to make changes to it. Okay, the first thing is to select which page you want to edit. So for example, the watch lesson. Okay, now to add, you're going to click on this box that's got the label repeater on it. And now you can manage items and add an item. So I'll add an item by clicking on duplicate item. And that adds an exact duplicate of what was there. Now you can move it down so you can change which order they're in. And then each of these areas have a box around them, and you can double click on the box to edit the contents. So for an example, I'm going to make this box say the same as the box above it. And then I'll do the same with the second box. And now once I've made those changes, you can save them. Now once they're saved, you don't have to go back to edit them again, but they won't actually be live on the website until you hit publish. I'm just going to add one more item again. And I'm going to make this the same as the first box. We'll just have a description. Now the very first one, this is a link here. To make the link, you're going to highlight the whole thing, and then you can add the link here. We're going to tell it that we're linking to a web address, and then put in the URL for the address. And now you see that's got an underline. So now these two are added. Next, we're going to edit the virtual museum. So you have a table here. When you click on it, you're going to select the table, and there'll be similar options as previously on how to edit it. So you can manage items, and to add them, you just click on an item and then duplicate an item. It'll come up with a copy of it. And when you close that and then go back to manage items again, it's renumbered the items. And if you don't want an item in there, just go over and delete it. And now I'll get rid of the item. Now the last one in here is a sample from the original table when it was inserted. Now that you've got the table selected, when you click on the image, you can change that image. And it's going to give you some options. So these are images that you've already uploaded to the website. Some of them, it's best to have them organized in some way. So for the virtual museum, there's a folder for it by itself. So if you double click on it to open it. Now, if the image you want to add isn't here, now that you're in this folder, you can upload media, and then you have a couple options. If there's a bunch of files that you want to add, it's best to select them all in an Explorer and then drag them over here, and it'll upload a bunch of files at once. If there's just one you want to add, upload from computer, find the file that you want, open, and that'll upload it. And then you can select the image, choose image, and it'll replace the image in that part. Now to change these others for the title, if you double click on it, it'll select the whole thing. And then you can type whatever it is that you want in there. And then the same thing with the description. Double click on it, and then you can type in whatever the description is. Now it saves everything automatically, and the same thing as before. Once you're done, you can publish it. You can go back, if there's a change that you've made that you don't want, you can go back to the site history. And these will show all of the previous revisions. So if there's something in there that you did today and you don't like it, but you like the way it was before, you can go to the most recent publish. And then restore it. So it's warning you before restoring, close any other tabs. We're editing the site, so we still have the editor open here. We'll close that and then restore. Now we'll go back to edit it. Now if we go back to the virtual museum, those changes that we had just made are no longer there.